third grade. Okay, so I'm going to read you the story, and it's called Amanda Bean's Amazing Dream, a mathematical story. Okay, so that's why it's posted under the math section, not the language arts or the reading. It is written by Cindy Neuschwander and pictures by Liza Woodruff. Okay. Amanda Bean's Amazing Dream. I'm going to try to zoom in on the pictures as best I can. Okay. I wonder if I do it this way, if that would be better for you guys. Okay. I am Amanda Bean, and I love math. I know all about counting. I'm very good at it. I can count by ones, twos, fives, and tens. I can add up anything. The kids at school call me Bean Counter. Hey, what are you counting, Bean Counter? They yell. Anything and everything, I yell back. I just like to know how many. I count every day, even when I'm on my way home from school. Okay, can you see her down here? Here she is. Okay. Now we are learning about multiplying. I understand many things about multiplying. I know that it's like adding lots of things up quickly. This is good. I know about the multiplication sign, X. It means that things can come in groups, in rows, or columns. This is also good. What I do not know are the multiplication facts. My teacher says it's important to learn these. I'm also not so sure. I think I can just keep counting. I tell my teacher this. He agrees, but he says counting is a longer way to find the same answer. You noticing some mathematical pictures in here by chance? I think about this when I get home. I think about this as I eat a snack in our kitchen. I look at our tile countertop. The countertop, I say. I must count these tiles. Okay, so look at their countertop. Okay, she has to count tiles. I notice there are 12 columns of tiles. There are 12 in each column. It's a long time before I count up all the way to 144. I am Amanda Bean, and I like to work quickly. Maybe multiplying would be faster. Look at all these equal groups. Look, the same number of pickles in every jar. I don't know what those purple things are. I walk to the library to check out a book. One bookcase has 7 shelves and 9 books on each shelf. I'm Amanda Bean, and I count anything and everything. I start counting. 7 shelves, 9 books on each shelf. I finally figure out that there are 63 books in the bookcase. I'm happy to know this, but now the library is closing. It's too late for me to look for a book. Maybe I should learn to multiply. Maybe it would make counting easier. What do you think? Think she's going to find out just right? Have y'all ever counted sheep? I'm still thinking about this when I go to bed. I'm very tired, but my mind will not quit thinking about numbers. Once, when I could not sleep, my mother told me to count sheep. I stayed awake all night counting them. The next morning, I had 6,727 sheep in my head. I do not think counting sheep is for me. Tonight, I will think about riding my bike. This is simple. There are only 2 wheels, 2 pedals, 1 seat, and 1 of me. I will imagine a quiet ride in the country, I whisper to myself. I can see the rolling hills, the big trees, and the green grass. This is relaxing, I say as I begin to nod off. I am pedaling along a quiet back road. The sun is shining, a gentle breeze is pushing against my face. This is relaxing. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Okay, so here she is in her dream. Then I notice something. Okay, now we know this is a dream, right? It looks like 8 bicycles with sheep on them. Well, how many wheels is that, I wonder? I start counting. But the sheep whiz by so fast, I cannot count all the bicycle wheels. Wait, I yell. I am Amanda Bean. I count anything and everything. What should she do? If she can't count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What could she do? Anybody have a guess? I decide to follow them. I have to know how many wheels have rolled by me. Then I wonder, how many legs do those sheep have altogether? Okay, can you think of how she could solve how many legs there are? Is it different than the wheels? So for the wheels, there's 2 wheels on each bike, so we'd be counting by 2s. For the sheep, there's 4 legs on each sheep, so we'd be counting by 4s, right? Now I really must catch up with those woolies on wheels. I really must know how many. I pump harder. I breathe harder. Up the hill they go. Up the hill I go. Around the bend they go. Around the bend I go. The sheep stop at the barn and get off their bikes. I get off my bike too. I do not stop to count the wheels. I follow the sheep. They go into the barn. I go in too. They reach into their fleecy pockets. Each sheep pulls out 5 balls of beautiful yarn. It's funny to imagine sheep having pockets, isn't it? And isn't it funny that sheep pull out yarn, right? Think about why that's funny. Oh no, I cry out. Now I must count the yarn too. I am Amanda Bean and I count anything and everything. First it was the wheels, then it was the legs, now it's the balls of yarn. If we're counting the balls of yarn, what are we going to count by? I cannot believe my eyes at what I see next. Remember, this is a dream. 7 grandmas come marching in with 2 needles each. They take the yarn from the sheep and they start knitting sweaters. This dream is getting too crazy. Now I must add knitting needles to my list of things to count. And each sweater has 2 arms. Should I count them too? She really does like to count, doesn't she? The grandmas start wrapping all the sweaters around me. Stop, I yell. How can I count all the arms and the sweaters and all the knitting needles and all the balls of yarn and the sheep's legs and the bicycle wheels if I'm all wrapped up? Uh-oh, my light went out. Hold on. Multiply, bleat the sheep. Multiply, 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 chant the grandmas. Multiply, I ask. I am Amanda Bean and I count anything and everything, I say. Multiplying is counting, said the grandmas. It's just a fast way of counting. Ah, agree the sheep. I wake up. Oh my goodness, my light keeps going out. I wake up to find my mother wrapping me up in her arms. I had an amazing dream, I say. It was a noisy dream, my mother says. Today I will start to learn the multiplication facts, I announce. They are important to know if you want to find out how many, and you need to know fast. My mother agrees. I am Amanda Bean, and I still love knowing how many, I'm sorry, my light keeps going out, still love knowing how many, but now I multiply anything and everything, and I never count sheep. Okay, so let's go back to just a couple of the problems. You ready? She wanted to know how many wheels there were okay? So that's kind of a tricky one to solve because they were going by so fast. But can she count the sheep? So you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 sheep. If each sheep has 2 wheels, because they're on a bicycle, how many wheels is that? That would be 8 sets of 2. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 8 sets of 2 would be 16. She also wanted to know how many legs there were. Okay, now we still have 8 sheep, but now they each have 4 legs, so then we have to count by 4s. 8 times 4 is 32. So there are 32 legs. Oh my gosh, I think I might just leave it alone. All right, so she did that. And then, do you remember she wanted to know their 5 balls of yarn? If there are 8 sheep and 5 balls of yarn, we count by 5s. 8 times 8 times 5. 8 equal groups of 5, right? 8 times 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 balls of yarn. If there were 7 grandmas and each grandma had 2 knitting needles, there's 7 groups of 2. 7 groups of 2 would be 14. If each sweater has 2 sleeves, and each grandma has a sweater, there's 7 sweaters, 2 sleeves on each sweater, 7 groups of 2, there are 14 sleeves. Was there another one she wanted to know? I think that might have been it, right? And then she woke up. But what she's realizing is that it's much faster to say 7 grandmas, they each have 2 knitting needles, 7 times 2, than to do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So multiplying is, and this was an important fact that they gave us, multiplying is a fast way of counting because you were just doing repeated addition, right? If we have equal numbers in each group, we could do multiplication to find our answers. Now I want us to go back to the beginning of the book before she had her dream. Let's see. Look at this building. How many windows are there? There are 2 rows with 4 in each. So there are 8 windows, right? 8 windows. If we took a look at, let's do the cookies. Ready? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. How many are in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 rows of 7. So 4 rows of 7 would be 28. I don't know why my light keeps going off. That is quite annoying. Let's see if we can find some more. We could do multiply to find these windows or these windows. We could multiply to find how many trees are in here. Ready? To find out how many trees are in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. 5 groups of 6 would give us 30. There's 30 in there. Do you see how much faster I could count it? This book is filled with pictures. The library, her kitchen, right? Her kitchen. If we have 5 jars of pickles and there are 3 pickles in each jar, how many pickles do I have? 5 jars of pickles, 3 pickles in each. I have 15 pickles. You're going to notice that you can multiply lots. So look around, see what you notice. See what you notice comes in a pattern. See what you notice that comes in equal groups. And see if you can use multiplication to find quick answers to your counting. All right, my friends, we're going to keep working similar to Amanda Bean. We're going to keep on working on our multiplication, and we're going to see why it's super important that we know our facts. Have a great day.